Success is not an accident. Success is not something that just shows up at your doorstep and asks permission to come in. Success is not a miracle reserved for the chosen few. Success is a decision. It is a discipline. It is a determination deep down in your soul that says, I will not stop until I arrive where I am meant to be. Success begins in your mind before it ever shows up in your reality. You cannot carry defeat in your thoughts and expect victory in your life. You cannot keep telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not worthy, and then hope to rise above the very words you speak. If you want to be successful in life, you must first win the war within. You must silence the doubt, mute the fear, and starve the insecurities that whisper you will never make it. Success requires sacrifice. You cannot hold on to every distraction, every comfort, every habit that drains you, and still expect to rise higher. If you want to be successful, you've got to give up something. Maybe it's your laziness. Maybe it's your procrastination. Maybe it's the circle of people who don't believe in you, who keep pulling you back down every time you try to climb. You cannot walk with doubters and expect to live among dreamers. You cannot spend all your energy trying to please people who don't even see your vision. Success is discipline in the dark. It is what you do when no one is watching, when the crowd is not clapping, when the lights are not shining, when nobody is telling you, good job. That is where success is born. It is built in the early mornings when you rise before the world wakes up. It is built in the late nights when you are still working while others are asleep. It is built in consistency, not convenience. Success does not come to the one who waits. It comes to the one who works. Success comes to the one who dares to believe that their dream is worth the fight, worth the tears, worth the sleepless nights, worth being misunderstood by people who cannot see what you see. Success comes to the one who chooses to endure the pain of growth rather than settle for the ease of mediocrity. Hear me, success is not about talent alone. Talent can get you started, but discipline will keep you going. Passion can ignite the fire, but perseverance will keep it burning. Vision can give you direction, but character will keep you standing when the storms come. You don't become successful because life is easy. You become successful because you refuse to quit when it gets hard. You have everything you need inside of you right now. You don't need to wait for perfect timing. You don't need to wait for everybody's approval. You don't need to wait until fear leaves you alone. No. You move forward with the fear. You move forward with the uncertainty. You move forward with the doubts screaming in your ear, because success is not the absence of fear. It is the mastery of it. Success is not about what you achieve for yourself, but about what you inspire in others. The greatest measure of success is not the car you drive, not the money you make, not the house you live in. True success is when your life becomes a light for someone else's darkness. True success is when your testimony pulls someone else out of their despair and gives them hope to try again. So if you want to be successful in life, stop waiting for opportunities to come knocking. Build the door. Stop wishing for someone to hand you the blueprint. Draw your own. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's timeline. Your race is yours. Your calling is yours. Your destiny is yours. Stand up, work hard, stay disciplined, believe boldly, endure patiently, and never stop until you step into the fullness of what you were created to be. Success is not an accident. It is not luck. It is not something that falls out of the sky and lands in your lap. Success is intentional. It is crafted. It is built. It is fought for. It begins inside you long before the world ever sees it on the outside. If you wake up every day waiting for life to hand you something, you will wait forever, because life doesn't hand out success. Life demands that you reach out and take it. The first step to being successful in life is to change what you believe about yourself. If you keep thinking small, you will live small. If you keep believing you are not enough, you will never act like you are enough. What you allow in your thoughts becomes the atmosphere of your future. If your mind is cluttered with defeat, with discouragement, with fear, then your steps will follow in that same direction. But if your mind is filled with vision, with determination, with faith that says you will not stop until you break through, then no matter how long it takes, You will eventually step into the life you are dreaming of. Too many people want success, but do not want to give up what is standing in the way of success. You cannot carry dead weight and expect to climb higher. If you want to rise, something must fall off. It might be your procrastination that keeps telling you to start tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into next week, and next week turns into next year, until your dream has been delayed into a graveyard of wasted potential. It might be your comfort zone that whispers you are fine where you are, but comfort has never created greatness. It might even be the people you surround yourself with, people who laugh at your vision, people who only remind you of your past, people who refuse to let you grow because your growth threatens their complacency. You cannot expect to soar like an eagle while staying grounded with pigeons. Success requires courage to say no to what is holding you back, even if it means walking alone for a season. Every successful person has a private history of struggle, of late nights, of sacrifices nobody ever saw. Success is not in the spotlight, it is in the shadows. It is in the mornings when you rise before the sun. It is in the nights when you are working while the world sleeps. It is in the times when you want to give up, but choose discipline instead. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without discipline, your dreams are nothing more than fantasies. Without discipline, your goals are nothing more than wishes. You must be willing to do what is necessary even when it is not convenient. You must be willing to keep showing up even when no applause comes, even when nobody notices, even when the results are not instant. That is where true success is born, in the unseen moments when you decide to keep moving forward despite the silence. Success is not about waiting for perfect conditions. If you are waiting for everything to align before you take action, you will never begin. The truth is there will never be a perfect time. There will always be uncertainty. There will always be fear. There will always be something that tells you it is not possible. Success does not wait for fear to leave. Success is achieved by moving forward in spite of fear. The people who rise above are not the ones who never doubted. They are the ones who did it anyway. They are the ones who looked at fear in the face and still decided to move. Success is built by small, consistent steps that compound over time, steps that no one may notice in the beginning, but eventually those steps take you to places you never dreamed you could reach. Success is not about talent alone. It is about persistence, about refusing to quit no matter how hard it gets, about choosing the harder road that leads to growth over the easier path that leads to regret. Success is not only about reaching a destination. It is about who you become on the journey. You cannot step into success with the same mindset, the same habits, and the same limitations that kept you bound for years. To be successful, you must be willing to evolve. You must be willing to outgrow the version of yourself that is comfortable with mediocrity. Every step forward requires you to shed something that no longer serves you, whether it is fear, doubt, or the old belief that you were not meant for more. Success begins when you realize that the most powerful change does not start in your circumstances. It starts inside you. If you can conquer yourself, you can conquer anything life puts in your way. The world is filled with distractions designed to pull you away from your purpose. Every notification, every temptation to waste time, every voice that tells you to settle, is an enemy of your future. Success is a constant battle for focus. It is the ability to say no to what is good so you can say yes to what is great. Too many people waste their energy chasing things that do not matter, fighting battles that do not build them, spending years working on what looks urgent but not what is truly important. If you want success, you must learn to guard your focus like it is treasure, because it is. Where your focus goes, your future grows. If you keep your eyes fixed on your vision, no amount of distraction can derail you for long. But if you let every passing noise turn your head, you will keep starting over again and again, never finishing what you were called to complete. Discipline is the silent partner of success. Talent will open doors, but without discipline you will not be able to stay in the room. Passion will fuel you, but without discipline you will burn out before you arrive. Success belongs to those who master themselves enough to keep moving even when their feelings tell them to quit. Feelings are temporary, but discipline builds permanence. Successful people are not led by moods, they are led by mission. They do not wait until they feel motivated. They show up and do the work regardless. Discipline creates habits, habits shape character, and character builds destiny. Every small decision you make, every consistent action you repeat, is laying bricks on foundation of your future. Success is not given to the one who starts strong, it is given to the one who finishes strong. Life will test you, storms will come, failures will knock at your door, but success belongs to the one who refuses to be moved. You will fall, but the successful get back up. You will face rejection, but the successful keep trying. You will hear the word no, but the successful turn that no into fuel for the next attempt. Every great achievement is the result of countless failures that did not stop the dreamer. Success requires resilience, the ability to bend without breaking, to endure without quitting, to trust that even the detours and delays are shaping you for what you asked for. You cannot talk about success without talking about perseverance. There will be days when you feel invisible, days when your effort looks like it is wasted, days when nothing seems to move forward. Those are the days that separate the successful from the average. The average give up when progress is slow, the successful dig deeper. The average quit when the applause stops, the successful clap for themselves and keep moving. The average only work when conditions are favorable, the successful keep working through the storm, knowing the storm cannot last forever. Perseverance is proof that your vision is greater than your obstacles. It is proof that what you are building inside cannot be destroyed by what is happening outside. True success is never instant. It is the result of daily choices, hidden sacrifices, and invisible battles. What looks like an overnight breakthrough is really the harvest of years of unseen labor. Every late night, every early morning, every moment of self-denial is watering the seed of success, and while others may not see it, while they may doubt or dismiss it, success is being built in silence. When the time is right, what has been growing in the dark will emerge in the light, and no one will be able to deny it. Success is not about what you accumulate, it is about what you contribute. Many people chase wealth, status, and recognition thinking that these are the marks of a successful life, but true success is measured by the impact you leave behind. When your life inspires others to rise, when your words awaken hope in those who had given up, when your story becomes proof that impossible things are possible, that is when you can say you are successful. A life lived only for yourself is too small a life. Real success is when your journey opens doors for others, when your breakthrough becomes someone else's pathway, when your victory gives courage to those still fighting their battles. If you want to be successful, you must learn to embrace failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of success. Every time you fall short, every time you make a mistake, every time you face rejection, you are gathering the wisdom that will sustain you when you finally arrive. Failure is a teacher that reveals what you could not learn in comfort. Too many people give up after failure, thinking it is a sign to stop, when in reality failure is a sign you are trying, you are moving, you are on the path. The successful are not those who never fail, but those who refuse to let failure have the last word. They take the lesson, they adjust, they rise, and they keep pressing forward. Success requires vision. Without vision, you will settle for less than what you are capable of. Without vision, you will drift, always moving but never arriving. Vision gives you direction. It gives you discipline. It gives you reason to endure when everything in you wants to quit. Your vision must be bigger than your circumstances, bigger than your excuses, bigger than your limitations. When you carry a strong vision inside you, it will pull you through sleepless nights. It will carry you across the deserts of doubt. It will remind you that the pain you are in cannot compare to the promise you are pursuing. Vision is the compass that guides every successful life, and if you protect it, nothing can stop you from reaching what you have imagined. Success demands courage, courage to step out when others stay behind, courage to take risks when fear tells you to play it safe, courage to believe in what no one else can see. Without courage, you will keep waiting for permission that will never come. Without courage, you will let fear hold you hostage and watch opportunities pass by. Courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you choose to move forward despite fear. Every great success story is written by someone who dared to act when doubt was screaming, someone who dared to walk forward while trembling, someone who dared to begin even when they did not have all the answers. Success is also about consistency. One action done with discipline every day is more powerful than bursts of energy that fade quickly. Success is built on the foundation of habits, and your habits are shaping your destiny even when you do not realize it. Small steps taken daily create big results over time. Reading a page a day builds knowledge. Saving a little every week builds wealth. Practicing your craft every morning builds mastery. Consistency transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. If you want to be successful, stop waiting for a big breakthrough and start committing to small disciplines. Success is not the reward of the dreamer alone. It is the reward of the doer. Many people dream, but few take action. Many talk about what they want, but few are willing to pay the price. Success belongs to those who put their hands to the work, who turn ideas into execution, who take the vision out of their mind and put it into the world. Talking will not make you successful. Wishing will not make you successful. Waiting will not make you successful. Action makes you successful. Bold steps, even small ones, move you closer to the life you were meant to live. Success is not about speed, it is about endurance. It is not about how quickly you reach the top, it is about how long you can stay there. Quick gains may impress people for a moment, but only what is built with patience, character, and resilience will last. Success is not just about starting with fire, it is about sustaining the fire when the winds blow, when the storms come, when life tests your resolve. If you can endure, if you can persist, if you can keep showing up again and again, you will not only achieve success, you will sustain it.